Introducing the starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Starting at small forward.
Welcome to 2K Sports. So the next starting five. Markelle Fultz out there with Hield. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Wells in at the three spot. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Brooklyn. Got a piece of it. Bane with the steal. Fires from deep. The shot by Wells, no good. Morant against Fultz. No good from Simmons. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Wells. The rebound by Johnson. Fultz looking around. And blocked by Bane.
Great job staying close by Bane. As good a defensive guard as you'll see.
Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And, you know, Sam, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number one option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim. Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
It's good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Fultz dishes to Johnson. Hield from outside. Drills the three-pointer.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
Fultz against Morant. Jackson has the open look. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Loving the unselfishness of Fultz, an expert at cutting the D apart here with that slick passing ability.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the
Some
floor.
changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Here's Edey.
2 minutes remaining.
Bane finds Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 on the clock.
Brooklyn's foul.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Luke Kennard comes in for Bane. Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Edey. Defended by Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. A 7-footer falls. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Back to Pippen. And the layup is good.
You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Shepard, the pass to Sharp. Misses the layup.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And Aldama slams it in.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brooklyn shoot their first free throws here tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Edey. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Denver. Shepard, the pass to Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
An extremely unselfish player. Shepard loves to get others involved and create for his teammates.
Ball stolen. Corner shot. Yep, that one goes.
Assist from Whitehead.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
And here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Wells in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And Morant gets it to go.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Extremely fluid for his size. Simmons' ball handling elite.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Fultz, the pass to Simmons. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Now Morant. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Simmons slams it in.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Morant against Fultz.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. To the paint. They kick out to Hield. Simmons dishes to Hield. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Hield's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
You're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Wells. Kennard, he's checked in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Buries it from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Back to Kennard. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And that game against Memphis, it's the 8th time they'll take the floor in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Edey.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Jackson down low. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Here's Shepherd. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepherd early on, his ability to shoot with range.
Now, here's Pippen. Left side, Jackson. Outside for Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Again, Memphis. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And Fultz gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Here's Fultz. Kennard with the rebound.
Defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Pippen down low. Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul for the
For
team.
Memphis, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Brandon Clark. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Fires from way outside. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
They've got to be more assertive on the glass. Get down hustle is a great way to lose a game. But in the second half, if they can generate extra possessions, it will go a long way toward getting the W.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
But when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Nicholas Claxton out there with Simmons. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Then it's Hield. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
And there's no question Fultz has what it takes to be a lockdown defender, using his impressive wingspan and quickness to alter shots.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ben Simmons.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. It's good from long range. Hield's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Hield against Bain. The pass to Wells. On the wing, Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. 3 on the clock. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Johnson, that's for 2. Up again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Bain. And it's Clark in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, That's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I'm saying a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked the day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it, but look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells, and it's Kennard in for Bain. Here's Claxton. Hasn't made one yet. Bank shot, no good. Aldama with the ball. Morant outside. Pass to Kennard. 13 feet away. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
The Nets have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. That's good from Simmons. And Memphis making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Then for the Nets, Ronnie's checked in, and it's Whitehead in for Cameron Johnson. Here's Aldama, and that one drops. Aldama's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Using that almost 7-foot frame, Santi Aldama, the Spaniard.
And Simmons slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Edey controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Down low to the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Memphis on the break. No coverage that time. And now a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
Here's Simmons, pass to Sharp, and it's denied, and he gets it back. Another shot, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We come back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets trail by 8. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Wells, and it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Good, nice job down low. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Fultz kicks to Hield. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
3 points.
Fultz has got assist number 8 now on the night.
And never shying away from a 3. Hield has supreme confidence in his shot. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
All right, David, thanks. Brooklyn with the ball. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Here's Claxton. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And they continue to control the glass.
Second team foul.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Clark. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good. Nets trail by 10. Hield finds Johnson. This one for 3. Hield can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Wells. From 10 feet out. And the rejection by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Shepherd. A three-pointer is right on target.
I love the rise and fire mentality Shepherd has. It's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Morant outside. And it's blocked. They get it back. Wells wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Wells has got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now, here's Bane. And a miss there on the triple. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Grizzlies.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Ja Morant.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Here's Bane. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
13 foul. Substitution.
6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage, and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.